Now then, Guatulus Bagson here, the internet's busiest movie nerd, and today we're talking about witches. I'm Not a Witch is a British independent film released on this day in 2017. The debut feature of Welsh-Zambian filmmaker Rungano Nyoni, who last year helmed the A24 Jam on Becoming a Guinea Fowl. Set in Zambia, it follows the story of an 8-year-old named Shula, who after being accused of witchcraft is brought to a penal colony where witches do hard labour in service of the government. Things become more complex for Shula when a government official begins using her supposed witchcraft to identify perpetrators of petty crimes for a price. But one thing I dislike about contemporary filmmaking is how whenever anyone says, what advice would you give to a filmmaker, they say, go and watch other films and see what you like. Because it's just cultural incest to me, and you end up, every time you see a film, it's just full of references to films that already exist, and there's no original voice there. So I love it when I see a film like this where it seems to exist completely out on its own. You know, the way it moves, the way it sways, the way that music comes in and out at random, the way that sometimes the camera just drifts away from the action, things like that I have seen before in like, you know, occasionally, but there's no grand sort of inspiration there. It seems like tiny bits have been filtered through this filmmaker's mind and have emerged as something completely new. Yeah, and there's moments of great beauty in there that I don't know why, because it's a very sad film. But there's moments of it where you kind of in awe at the beauty of existence. I don't really understand how that happens. Like, so innovations like this do feel jarring because they're taking you out of, I guess, what Peter Watkins would call the monoform. But they make you want to go back and visit it again and think, well, what did inspire? What was the impetus behind that creative decision? And why did it make me feel that way? It's also a darkly funny satire, although I'm not even sure what exactly it's satirising, which again is something that'll make me want to watch it again. It's a film that challenges you to decode it, but also on a larger scale decode how film communicates ideas to us, like overall. Never a bad thing. But yeah, I love the idea that everything needs to be reassessed and everything needs to be revisited constantly because we change, the world changes, and the world of cinema changes or should change. So yeah, I'm Not a Witch. If you like the works of maybe Jean-Luc Godard or Yorgos Lanthimos, then you'll find something to like in this darkly comic cinematic deconstruction. We are IndieMDB for everything indie.